I finally watched the first 4 episodes of the final season of Stranger Things. I know I'm late because it almost came out 2 weeks ago at this point, but I still wanted to talk about it because a lot of things I really liked and a lot of things I really found super interesting about this final season. First of all, this first season is very strongly and clearly different from every single other season, not in terms of just the writing, but also the tone and the vibe, and that's not really a bad thing. I actually really like it. It gives you this dystopian horror-esque filled where the town of Hawkins is now this just military state area, and everybody in it is kind of just, it feels like the Running Man movie that most recently came out, or Hunger Games, or any of these other dystopian worlds. It really just sets Hawken in that version. And all the characters are no longer waiting for the plot to come to them. They are actively trying to attack the Upside Down, actively going after it, trying to end the threat before it even, before it can get even worse. They usually wait till somebody gets taken, something happens, but they are going out all the time trying to fight Vecna to stop this from getting worse. And I really like that, especially how it's kind of juxtaposed by the other seasons. Usually it takes the season 1 or 2 episodes to really get into the plot. We have our first episode, which is just usually fun and games, and then after that we kind of get some plot heavy stuff. In this zone, we're taken right in immediately. The first episode of The Crawl is super duper strong. Also, I'm gonna be talking about The Crawl this time. I'm gonna make a few other shorts talking about this one, but I'm just gonna be talking about The Crawl itself. I like how we get to see certain events how affect characters like Dustin taking up like the role of Eddie and trying to make sure that his name isn't tarnished in the minds of people who only see him as the villain. And I like that a lot of time has passed since season 4. I know I've seen some comments saying like, oh, it completely ruined the momentum of season 4, but I strongly disagree. I think it adds to the intrigue and the mystery of this season, and I think the writers know very strongly what they should do with Stranger Things after kind of a return to form in season 4. And I think that's reflected a lot in this first episode. This season 5 and season 4 and season 1 feel more like a continuous show than season 2 and 3 really felt like their own kind of thing. Other great characters I love how Mike is back into the fray, and he's no longer this kind of side character. He's returned to his main role, which I really love, being a great big brother to Holly, who is way too old, by the way, but whatever. It's fine. I'll look past it. Like I said, Dustin, by the way, is great this season, but it's also really stupid. Him leaving his snake in there and then being surprised when it turns up dead. And here, it's like, where did you left your snake at school, bro? What did you expect them to do with it? Just leave it? Come on now. Although Henderson is putting belt to ass in this moment. Look at him go. Take it 1v4, and he almost got away with it too. Look at him go. And Henderson not being here affects the rest of the season and the character pairings from then on out, and I think it's really interesting. Although I wish that it seems like this inciting incident, I think, affects the story maybe for a bit too long for my liking. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it more when Volume 2 comes out, but I'm not really sure yet. But regardless, I love this first episode. I think it's great. I think every character feels like such a badass in the season. Feels like the peak version of who they were meant to be, and I think it's really great, and I can't wait to talk about it more. We'll talk about the future episodes and when we see the eventual Volume 2. So yeah.